Janusz Korczak was born Henryk Goldschmidt on July 22, 1878, to an assimilated Jewish family in Warsaw, Poland. When Korczak's father died after a prolonged illness in 1896, Korczak started giving private lessons as he had become the sole breadwinner for his family. The family environment in which he grew up undoubtedly influenced his personal development and his awareness and sensitivity toward social problems. In 1898, he participated in a literary contest and he used the pseudonym Janusz Korczak for the first time. Korczak studied medicine at the University of Warsaw. He specialized as a pediatrician and worked at the Children's Hospital. At the same time, he wrote for several Polish newspapers. During the Russo-Japanese War, in which he served as a military doctor, he came to the conclusion that it was as an educator rather than as a doctor that he could really make a lasting impression and contribution to the world. In 1912, he became the director of Dom Sierot, the orphanage of his own design for Jewish children in Warsaw. Korczak's multifaceted personality as a writer, pediatrician, and pedagogue led to his innovative approach and to the revolution he wrought in relation to the child, which was expressed in various forms in his orphanage. In his educational system, Korczak advocated an education through dialogue in which the child should be empowered, enriched with values, and given the best tools to develop his personal skills and independence. In the orphanage, he established a republic for children, with its own small parliament, law court, and newspaper. As his deputy director and the house mother, Korczak appointed Stefania Wilczynska, Stefa, who believed in the same educational principles as he did and became his right hand. In addition to his work at the orphanage, he founded a Polish children's newspaper called Mały Przegląd, the Small Review, and had his own radio program in which he answered educational questions. Janusz Korczak's work with children allowed him to put in practice his educational views, but it was as a writer that Korczak had the greatest effect during his lifetime and in generations to come. He wrote over 20 books, many of them about children's rights and the child's life experience in the adult world. In 1939, World War II erupted and Poland was occupied by Germany. During the first months of the occupation, the number of children in the orphanage increased because it was necessary to receive children who had lost their families during the bombing. When the Germans ordered the Jews to move into the Warsaw Ghetto after it was sealed in 1940, Korczak's orphanage was forced to move to the ghetto as well. Korczak went with the children, even though he had repeatedly been offered shelter on the Aryan side. He always refused these offers, saying that he could not abandon his children. During the ghetto period, with all the difficulty and background of changing orders, Korczak stuck to his educational path. The orphanage continued to operate according to the arrangements that characterized it in the pre-war period, and the children continued to take part in the administration of the institution and in conducting public trials. At the orphanage, there were plays and concerts that attracted the public, and every Saturday, Korczak would tell a story to the children that they had chosen for themselves. In addition, in view of the harsh reality and sometimes the loss of values outside, Korczak tried his best to educate the children to honesty and truth. Despite his frail health and personal problems, he coped with the reality of the ghetto and did everything to better the life of the children in the orphanage. On the 5th of August 1942, he boarded the train with the children to Treblinka, where together with Stefa, about 12 members of his orphanage's staff and around 200 children all went to their deaths in the gas chambers.